Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from your respective positions. You are once again welcome here on your platform. Much beloved, the platform for awakening consciousness. It's making headlines. The situation is very, very tense on the side of the DRC. More precisely in the region called Walikalé. Walikalé, the situation has been very, very confusing since Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. Today, March 21st, 2025, the situation is very serious, very, very confusing, and many cannot understand anything. But what is actually happening in Walikalé? This is what we will discuss in this video conference, which I ask you to share as much as possible. Give it a lot of likes, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss international news anymore. So, Walikalé. It is a very crucial region of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It is a region that is rich in minerals. For some time now, the M23 and AFC rebels have been trying to take control of this part of the DRC. And you know, one of the problems of the DRC is that the east of the DRC is landlocked. There are no roads. Yes, this is the big problem. Even the army that wants to reach this area, they have no roads, no way through, no roads. That's why when people say the army is not effective, etc., it's because there are no roads. Unless they come by plane. But if they come by plane, the noise will attract the attention of the rebels. So, a part of the territory that has been neglected for a very long time, this is what allows the rebels to quietly take over all the localities in Calamar and in a samurai-like peace. That was a side note. For some time now, the rebels have been trying to reclaim this locality, this region. It should be noted that this is a very vast region. It almost covers the area of Rwanda, since it spans 23,000 kilometers, if we can put it that way. So it's not a small piece of land. And this locality, this region, Walikalé, is rich in minerals, a lot of minerals. And you see, this part is forgotten. There are minerals, but there isn't even a road to access it. So that's why Rwanda and the M23 made their plans. They come, they drive out the military, the armed forces of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. They settle in, they exploit the minerals wonderfully, without mercy. That's the whole objective. So, in Walikalé, it's very, very tense. We have within the army, one of the officials of the army of the Democratic Republic of the Congo who betrayed the Republican Armed Forces of the Congo by giving the position of the troops. It's a general called Kabido. Betrayed the troops by helping enemy forces to take position, which led to the temporary fall of Walikalé. Walikalé therefore fell. Walikalé had fallen since Wednesday. The rebels took possession of Walikalé. But it's not all of Walikalé, it's just a tiny part. A small part of central Walikalé. Since Walikalé is very, very vast, it should be noted that it's not the entire area, not the entire Walikalé region, no. It's just a small part of Walikale Center, but more importantly, we have two localities that are extremely rich in minerals. These two localities are Alphamine and Bissier. So Alphamine and Bissier are the two localities they headed towards. And they temporarily took control. So this Friday, March 24th, 2025, gunshots were heard between Wazalando, M23, Wardze, M23. In any case, since Thursday. The populations are confined in their rooms. no one can go out, and many had fled. But at the moment we are speaking, some are turning back. Since there has been a bit of a lull, but it only calms down a little, then resumes. Many are turning back. So, what is actually happening? And so, it's in the north where this is happening. And today, Friday, what frightened people again? After the temporary occupation of a Walikalé by the AFC and M23 rebels, we have a small engine plane, a twin engine plane that landed this Friday at the Kigoma airfield. So, for now, it is difficult to determine what types of passengers are on board. Are the passengers on board Rwandan soldiers, or are they reinforcements from the FADs? But no one knows who they are. In any case, they disembarked, but heavily armed. They are soldiers. So, this reality of Friday has greatly impacted the populations who observe that the situation risks worsening again. And what needs to be said in addition is that we learned that after the betrayal committed by Kabido, the FARS and the Wazalando quickly counterattacked with determination and managed to regain control of the region. Here is what we learned. But according to local sources, nothing is clear yet. Apparently, the Wazalando and the FARS are recovering. Afterwards, the M23 and others come back to recover again. It becomes a ping-pong in such a way that even the local media you follow sometimes, some say that where Walikalé Center is at the disposal of the Wazalando and FARS sometimes, some say it is still under the control of the M23 rebels. Everything is mixed up. It's a generalized chaos. So, here is a situation that is still very, very worrying. As the situation continues, we will witness the fact that this entire area will fall into the hands of the rebels. Despite the peace talks initiatives that have been initiated, despite the recent meeting between Rwandan President Paul Kagame and Felix Tshisekedi. So, the situation is very, very complicated. On the side of Walikalé Center, and if this area falls, it will be a very, very hard blow for the Democratic Republic of the Congo, as it is one of the most mining-rich areas, rich in the country. And unfortunately, it is this area that is targeted by the M23 rebels and Rwandan soldiers. In any case, may God help. Rwanda, at least, may God help. May God protect me. May God help. Help the Democratic Republic of the Congo. May the Congolese soldiers rise above betrayal and put patriotism above all. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the news items. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I will be back shortly with more news. This was the voice of your one and only samurai.